Alright, what we're going to do here is we're going to make a histogram of this data here. Now remember, we can only, or the TI will only make histograms of ungrouped data. Okay, so we can do this particular question here because this data is ungrouped. That is, we're just looking at the number of siblings for 30 students, and that students in this particular class, there's 7 students who have 0 siblings or an only child, etc., etc. If the question was asked of us to do ungrouped data, I'll try to find a question on that. This question here is group data rather. We can't draw a histogram. The TI just won't draw that for us. But I'll show you how to do one with ungrouped data. So what we're going to do is open up our TI, and mine is here. As you can see, I've been doing a bit of matrices here, but what I'm going to do is make a new document, and we're going to do a lists and spreadsheet. So I'm just going to look at my question again. Where's the TI? There. Okay, so I've got to put 2 columns in, so I'm going to call this one, what am I going to call it? The number of siblings. So I'm just going to write num_sib, just something nice and short. This one here I'm going to call it frequency. Actually, let's just call it freq. And finally, this column here I'm going to call siblings. I'll explain what this column's for in a sec. So I'm just going to type out my table as it appears in the question. So number of siblings, we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, I'll just show you, move that, scroll that up so you can see. So I've just typed that in there, and I'm just going to match that with the frequency. So that is 7, 14, 6, 2, and 1. And again, I'll just move that up just to show you what I've done. Okay, so I've got that in. Now, what it won't do, it won't actually draw a histogram for us because this data, the calculator doesn't like it in this form. So we've got to actually use a little formula here. So we're going to type in equals, and then we're going to look in the catalog. It's not that button there, it's this button here. And you can see I've done this already because I'm already on exactly the formula that I want, which is frequency table list. So I'm going to select that one. Now what I want to do is, the 2 things I want to make a frequency table of are the number_sib or num_sib and freq. So I'm going to write in num_sib and see how it comes up in bold. That means it recognizes it as a column heading, and freq, and it recognizes that as well. Alright, now what this does is it basically puts in the number of times 0 appears. So it appears 7 times. So if I scroll down, I should get 7 zeros. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Then 1 appears however many times, and it's all good. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to make a histogram out of this. So to do a histogram, what we're going to do is go to, we're going to hit the home button and go to this page here, data and statistics. Whoa, what's that? Okay, so that's all the data not put in an axis yet, so we're going to put an axis here, and of course the thing that we're going to use is siblings. Alright, this is pretty cool. What it's done is it's made a dot plot for us, okay? So that's pretty good and pretty useful in itself. So sometimes you're asked to make a dot plot, that's good. Other times you're asked to make a histogram, so we're going to go to plot type and select histogram, and it just converts it into a nice histogram for us. So basically what this tells us is that 7 people in the class of 30 have 0 siblings or an only child. Family of 2 appears 14 times, etc., etc. Okay, so yeah, there you go. That's how to make a histogram with ungrouped data. Remember what I said, can't do it with group data. It's just not going to work for you.